Russia launched one of its largest attacks on Ukraine, using nearly 600 drones and leaving 3 people dead.
Thousands of demonstrators gathered in Gießen to protest against the launch of a new youth organisation of the far-right Alternative for Germany party.
Passengers are facing travel disruptions as thousands of Airbus planes had to be grounded for a software update. At least 3 people have been killed in what Ukrainian authorities have described as one of Russia's largest attacks since the beginning of the war. Moscow's overnight strike was a combined attack of 596 drones and 36 different types of missiles, according to Ukraine's armed forces. All 3 of the victims were killed in Kyiv and its region, and dozens were left injured. Nearly 500,000 people woke up on Saturday in Kyiv and 100,000 in the Kyiv region with no electricity, although private energy supplier DTEK said electricity has now been restored in more or less 360,000 of its homes. Meanwhile, Ukraine struck a major oil terminal in Russia's Novorossiysk, according to its owner, Caspian Pipeline Consortium, leaving it damaged and forcing it to stop operations. Also on Saturday, Ukrainian peace negotiators are set to meet their US counterparts in the United States this weekend, as Zelensky said in a Facebook post that he is expecting a report this Sunday. At the end of next week, a US delegation is expected to travel to Moscow for talks.
Hungary will continue to purchase Russian gas and oil. During a visit to Moscow on Friday, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán confirmed that Russia remains a privileged energy partner.
Szeretném ismét megerősíteni, hogy Magyarország energiaellátásának az alapját az Oroszországból érkező energiahordozók jelentik most is és a jövőben is. Nagyra becsüljük a szállítások megbízhatóságát és kiszámíthatóságát, és Magyarország érdekelt az energetikai együttműködés fenntartásában.
Viktor Orbán makes no secret of his close relationship with the Russian president. This meeting is yet another rebuke for the European Union, which has been seeking to isolate Moscow since the full-scale invasion of Ukraine began in February 2022. The Kremlin, for its part, has welcomed Hungary's position in the ongoing conflict.
Thousands of demonstrators gathered in the German city of Gießen to protest against the launch of a new youth organisation of the far-right Alternative for Germany party, also known as the AfD. Groups of protesters blocked or tried to block roads in and around the city, delaying the arrival of many delegates to the convention centre. As a result, the event had to be postponed by a few hours. The protest was largely peaceful, although some clashes between police and protesters were reported. Police said they used pepper spray after officers were pelted with stones at one location, and in another case, police said they used water cannons to clear a blockade by some 2,000 protesters after they ignored calls to leave. Dozens of protesters and police officers sustained minor injuries, and an AfD member said he was injured after he was attacked by a couple dozen protesters on his way to the venue.
Thousands of passengers worldwide are being affected by flight delays and cancellations following the forced grounding of Airbus's A320 planes. Around 6,000 A320 aircrafts are thought to be affected by a software problem. ANA Airlines was forced to cancel 95 flights scheduled on Saturday, affecting some 13,200 travellers. Passengers in Tokyo and the Philippines have also reported delays and cancellations. An investigation into an incident in October found that solar radiation could interfere with flight controls. Many of the planes were able to fly again within hours after undergoing a software update. However, 900 older aircrafts across other airlines must have their onboard computers replaced before carrying passengers again. The incident in October left at least 15 people injured.